What is up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and it's here. It's time for Modern Horizons 3. I feel like a kid on Christmas right now, just waiting to like rip open Christmas presents. When I say I have had Modern Horizons 3 circled on my calendar all year long, like that is not really an exaggeration. Very, very hyped. Boy, I'm just gonna be quiet. Like, I just want to open packs. I just want to open packs. All right, so as is the case, this is literally pre-release weekend for Modern Horizons 3. As is the case, like for the first couple weeks, a new set comes out. I'm not here to talk about pricing. The pricing is going to be what it's going to be. It fluctuates and moves so rapidly that it feels silly to talk about pricing. It's obsolete so quickly. This will really just be about the opening experience. This video might be a little bit longer. I like to take my time, especially for the first box or two, just to get a feel for the product. In all honesty, I've watched very little openings of Modern Horizons 3 at this point, just because I was like, I really want to open some of it myself, and I just watching other people, I was like, okay, when's gonna be my time? Are these pull tabs? Decidedly not pull tabs. When I say I haven't watched hardly any openings, I was not joking. Okay, there we go. We are here. Oh man! All right. So, let's get a feel for these. All right, here we go. Wing It. Sure, a common. So, common. Inventor's Axe. Yeah, cool. Deceptive Landscape. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Okay, so we had, what, 4 commons. Okay. And then we have first uncommon, Indebted Spirit. Idol of False Gods. Cool. Warren Power Stone. A little reprint there. So then we hit our land, yeah, okay. It's kind of the normal pack layout, so I'm guessing the shenanigans start here after the land. By the way, beautiful foiling on that land, on that full basic. Okay, we start off with a pack 1. So we have a Retro Frame Brain Surge. Actually, a card I rather like. It's kind of cool. Then we have a Retro Frame Foil Metastatic Evangel as a Retro Frame Foil Uncommon. First rare is Chthonian Nightmare. Neat. The new Recurring Nightmare, which I always have a soft spot for Recurring Nightmare. That's a really cool card, so I'm interested to see what this will gonna do. So that's our first pack foil rare. Then we hit a commander card that is Bismuth Mindrender. Harbinger of the Seas. Extended Art Harbinger of the Seas. This is a card that I expect to do some wild things. This is I expect us to see play. Extended Art Harbinger of Seas. Okay, cool. First mythic is a portrait art Arna Kennerid Sky Captain. I have said before I'm not a huge fan of the portrait art that was in Commander Masters, but they appear to have stepped their game up with the art in this set. So that's kind of neat. Okay, cool. That is our first mythic. Next up, we have a Retro Frame Foil Chthonian Nightmare. All right, so there's a Retro Frame Foil. I'll be interested to see if what duplication looks like in these packs, because that's 2 in the same pack. So Retro Frame Foil Chthonian Nightmare, and that will do it for the first pack. Okay, pretty sweet. I have this spot right here, Fetch Lands, Allied Fetch Lands. I will take all of them, please. Please and thank you. Packs, there we go. Finding the Seam. Okay. Decent first pack. The Harbinger of the Seas I'm definitely on board with. Okay, so Serum Visionary, Witherbloom, Nightshade Dryad, Smelting Chargebug, the Hunger Tides Rises, Etched Slith. So we didn't see any retro frames, or we didn't see any etched foils in that first pack. Waterlogged Teachings, which I believe this is a modal card. I like the new cycle of, like, there's a bunch of new modal cards in this set I think that are going to see some play. Beautiful Island. Okay, all right. Start off with a Jolted Awake. So true to the first pack, there's a Retro Frame non-foil. Now do we have a Retro Frame? That was an uncommon, or a common. This one is a uncommon. So there's a Brain Surge. We saw that. So Retro Frame, beautiful foil, Brain Surge. That's cool. Now we have a mythic. Ooh, Ocelot Pride. Neat. Heck yeah, you know that I like this card. All right, Ocelot Pride. A card that I am very hyped about. I'm intrigued to see if it has an impact on the modern game. At the very least, I expect these to make their way into some commander decks. I know that I have a couple earmarked as well. So first mythic out of this pack is Ocelot Pride. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, and then we got our commander card, which is Exterminator Magmarch. Amphibian Downpour. Really cool art on that as the extended art. And then a Volatile Stormdrake as a retro frame, non-foil. And, ooh, yeah, nice. Borderless foil Windswept Heath. Yes, please. Absolutely beautiful. So first fetch land. I'm very curious about the fetch land counts in these boxes. So first fetch land of the box is a Borderless foil Windswept Heath. Very, very nice. Sweet Mythic out of that pack. And our first fetch land. That Volatile Stormdrake is also an interesting card as a Gilded Drake reimagined. Some really cool vintage cards on here in this set that they redid as, kind of reimagined with energy. Very intrigued by those to see how those do, what impact they have play-wise. All right, so now we got a little bit better feel. We'll start sliding past the commons and uncommons a little faster here. Deem, Inferior, Cranial Ram, that which is banned in Pauper, pre-banned in Pauper, Basking Brood-Scale, Reckless Pyro Surfer, Consigned to Memory, yeah. Meteoric Mace. Okay, there's a beautiful foil Swamp. So this should be a retro frame, common or uncommon, non-foil, right? Yep, Hard Evidence. Okay, so a little MH2 reprint. Funny, so it still uses the symbol, and I have some thoughts about that, so that's interesting. Okay, so Hard Evidence in the retro frame, cool. Evolution Witness as a retro frame foil uncommon. Now we have a rare as an Argent Dias as a pack foil rare. What did I do with the first one? Oh, put it over there. That's fine. Put that pile over there. Cool. Now we have a mythic. It is an Omo. So this is a commander mythic, full art commander mythic, foil commander mythic. That is Omo, Queen of Vesuva. Actually, a really cool card. So of course that is a mythic. We'll throw that up top. So commander mythic there. Oh, our first medallion. Okay, so the borderless medallions, the frame break medallions, they all look really, really cool. Medallions is an interesting choice to be reprinted. It's in Modern. I don't know if they're going to have any sort of impact on Modern, but the fact that they treat them in these really sweet borderless treatments is absolutely awesome. I'm going to throw that up top. Really cool ruby medallion there. All about that. Hey, another Windswept Heath. Let's go. Excellent. Excellent pull right there. Beautiful. So that's our second of the fetch lands, and it is another Windswept Heath. I actually really like the art on that. It looks beautiful. And then what do we got going? What is this? Oh, that's textured. Yeah, that sure is. Okay, so that is a textured foil special guest Solitude. Sheesh. I'm going to try and show it off a little bit here. So there's the token, Servo. That is textured, so you can kind of see it. There you go. There you go. Textured foil Solitude. Yes, please. That is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm curious about these pull rates. Are we thinking like one per box? One textured per box? I'm all about that. I am all about that. Beautiful. Golly jeeper. Okay. Wow. That looks... One more time. Sorry. I know I'm going to go a little slower. Beautiful textured foil Solitude. Absolutely awesome. And now it's in the sleeve now, so it's a little bit harder, but that is really, really cool. Okay. The fact that they reprinted the elementals, including Fury, which is kind of hilarious, in the special guest treatment, and then they also got retro frame treatments in this set, is very interesting, along with Esper Sentinel and Ragavan 2 and a couple others. So the comment I was going to make when I saw the Hard Evidence was that they used the symbol. So does that mean you put them with the... Like, if you're a completionist and you build sets, do you put these new cards as MH3 cards, or do you say, oh, they're part of MH2, and so now you have to actually, even though you thought you completed the set already, you have to get more cards to complete your MH2 set that you thought was already complete? Perilous Landscape, or do you put it as MH3? Gravedigg, Corrupted Shapeshifter. Fun quality on this. It's early, right? We'll see what these do, and after being left out and whatnot. But foil quality seems decent. Muster Departed, The Departed. Triton Wavebreaker. Sink into Stupor. Return target spell or permanent. 3 mana. Modal card. Nice. I like that the modal cards can enter the battlefield. Like there's an option to enter them untapped. That to me is a huge upgrade. Beautiful forest. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna get a retro frame, uncommon or common, right? Monstrous Vortex, a really interesting uncommon. All right, this has some combo potential for sure. I know that there's already a couple out there that have been talked about. Victimize in the retro frame foil. That's beautiful. Victimize, a very good commander card. Oh, nice. Pack Foil Fanatic of Ronus, a card that I am very much in favor of. I think this card is really, really sweet. So I'm going to put that up top for sure. That is a mana dork that is not messing around. 1/4 defense. You cannot bolt the bird. All right, Razorfield Ripper as our commander card for this pack. Up. Invert Polarity, also a card that I personally think is really, really cool. I don't know what it's going to do for value or play, but you know, other than the actual 3 mana being the spell cast, the spell cost, a lot of upside there. Okay, and a retro frame Ocelot Pride. Sweet. All right, I actually really like that, and that can make its way into a deck because I don't have to worry about the foiling aspect of it. That's cool. Retro frame Ocelot Pride. The set, I can tell, the set likes me. It likes me already. It knows what I want to see. And then we got back here. Oh, yeah, that is another special guest. That one does not appear to be any sort of texture treatment. That is just a special guest foil. I don't say just. Thought-Knot Seer, which is also really, really excellent. That's super cool. Super, super cool. So special guest. So we had our special guest. We had a textured foil Solitude, and now we have a special guest foil Thought-Knot Seer. I thought not. Okay. Ocelot Pride. Sweet. All right. So we are on our pack 5 now. Did mention I'm going to go a little bit slower in this video. Tends to be the case the first box or two. That's cool. All right. Got ourselves a couple of fetch lands, both Windswept Heaths. It's like, I have very, very little allied fetch lands. I stacked up on Modern Horizons 2 in the enemy fetches, but I have very few allied fetches, so this set is going to be huge for me in terms of being able to build out my collection and build out decks. Glimpse the Impossible. Justine Jones, you absolutely crushed it with this art. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Tempest Harvester. Shattered Landscape. Golden Tail Trainer. Pretty good card, actually. Hope Ender Quattle. Nesting Grounds. You know what I would love to see? I'd love to see a Phyrexian Tower, because they reprinted that. I would be stoked to pull one of those in this box. All right, Plains. So I think we have one of each land now. At least one of each land type. Dragon's Rage Channeler in the retro frame. Good old DRC. That's sweet. Now we're going to get a foil. It is a Galvanic Discharge. Also seemingly a pretty good removal spell. Energy-based. Now we have a Flare of Fortitude, our first of the Flare spells, the Flare cycle. And this is the white one, the Flare of Fortitude. Beautiful foiling on that. Actually, it looks really good with how it's foiled there. That's cool. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to throw that up top. I'm curious to see how the Flares are going to do. There's very little doubt in my mind that multiple of them will see play. It's just a matter of which and how much. Tempt with Mayhem as our commander card. And then we've got a Portrait Genku Future Shaper. Okay. All right, Genku, we see you. What we got going on here? We have a Grist. Sweet. So we have a borderless. I think this is borderless. Yeah. Grist. Well, maybe it's regular art. So maybe extended art. I'll have to look. So we have ourselves a Grist, the Voracious Larva, and then back here we have retro frame foil Grief. That is epic. So I don't want to ignore Grist. I just knew there was one card behind it. I want to flip Grist over because that is some really cool looking art right there. I feel like that's got to be borderless. That's awesome. That is really, really cool. So I want to give Grist his due because I think this card might actually see some play as well, and that is some sick looking art. But not to be ignored or outdone, we have a retro frame foil Grief, and now I feel like I need a playset of these because I love retro frame foils, and that looks spectacular. I don't know what needs to be sleeved and what doesn't need to be sleeved. We're like night one in, but if you show me a textured Solitude and a retro frame foil Grief, I'm all about those. All right, last pack. We are now. Then we head into our second half of the box. And I don't know what this box is. Like I don't know how to rate this box so far. But I'll tell you from an opening standpoint, like I'm not disappointed. I think the first half has been awesome, and this is the last pack of the first half. So here we go. Expanding Ooze, Drownyard Lurker, Refurbished Familiar, Ghostfire Slice, a slice of life. All right, Annoyed Altasaur. Oh, that's a reprint, huh? Okay, yeah. That's why the symbol's on there, Ian. Hello. Legion Leadership. And to our Island. Cool. Now we got a retro frame. It is Evolution Witness. And now we're going to get a retro frame foil uncommon or common. It is a Sling Gang Lieutenant. Nice. Oh, that's a MH1. Huh. Huh. Okay. I see you. Curse Mirror as a pack foil, because that's now apparently modern legal. Weird. Really good commander card. So happy to pick up a few of those. What do we got going on here? We have a Omo Queen of Vesuva. So this is another commander. So we had last time now we have the portrait art, which by the way, this is actually really cool looking. I like that a lot. Huh. I haven't paid enough attention, admittedly, to the commander decks yet, so I'm not well educated. I have not educated myself yet on the commander decks yet, so I don't know what's good, what's not. But we have an abstruse appropriation in what looks to be a borderless art there, which is really cool looking. That looks neat. And White Orchid Phantom as a retro frame copy. I think this card is also quite good. And we conclude with a that is a beautiful Orum's Chant, which is a really cool reprint that they included in this set, and that is a borderless foil Orum's Chant. That looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. My gosh. This set is bananas, huh? Wow. Okay, second half of the box. Whew. And again, I don't even know how to rank this. Like I'm not worried about that, but at the same time, you know, it's interesting to see. Like, is this a below average box? Is this an average box? Is this a well above average box? I don't know yet. Foul Strike, Tranquil Landscape, Sarpadian Simulacrum, Snow Covered Waste. Ooh, fancy. Of course we had to have snow. Now we have Eldrazi Winter, right? All right, Fangs of Colonia. Interesting, that's an uncommon, by the way. Rao in the Implicit Maze as a Saga. Is this? No flip. Okay. Then we got a Mountain. Retro frame is a Lion Umbra, which is pretty spicy. It's a nice retro frame and actually a pretty good card. Then Snow Covered Waste. So that was not. So we have a full art Snow Covered Waste, huh? Well, that's a little different. Okay. Yeah, didn't miss a retro frame foil. Okay, so we have a full art Snow Covered Waste. That's actually legitimately super cool. Amphibian Downpour as a pack foil, rare. Conversion Apparatus. What do? Oh, you are an energy maker that converts to mana. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty good commander card. Bloodstained Mire. Yes, next fetch land up. Bloodstained Mire. Beautiful Bloodstained Mire. That's pretty gnarls. I like that a lot. All right, so that is our third fetch land of the box. All about that life. And then we have a Wheel of Potential, which is the reimagined Wheel of Fortune. Pretty cool in that borderless treatment, that frame brick treatment. It looks like we're going to conclude with it is an edged foil. I thought that I had heard that there were edged foils in this set. Obviously, we hadn't seen one yet, so we had Imsker Iron Eater as an edged foil. And I don't know, I mean, the fact that we had 1 in 6 packs, I don't know what to make of that from a rarity standpoint as far as, like, does that make them hold value more or more weight? I don't know. Typically, edged foils are not super sought after, and so they don't, they haven't carried as much value as you might think. But if they're going to be a rare turnip in these boxes, who knows then? All right. Mandibular Kite. Colossal Dread Mask. Colossal Dread Maw. All right, now just in mask form. Writhing Chrysalis. Eldrazi Ravager. Vexing Bauble. There is a popular uncommon. Was wondering if we'd see 1 or 2 in this box. That's a card that people are talking about. Distinguished Conjure. Beautiful Forest. All right. Now we have a Consuming Corruption in... I don't know. What do I want to do with this? I feel like it needs to belong somewhere. I don't know. Throw it... Yeah, I'll leave it where it was. Snow-covered waste really threw me off. All right, so we have the Consuming Corruption in the retro frame. This time we're back to the retro frame foil. This is a Jolted Awake as a common. Next up, rare is a Party Thrasher, a pack foil Party Thrasher. We have the Lizard Wizard. Go ahead and make the joke. Talon's Gate of Madara is the commander rare. Shifting Woodland. Yes! Yes! This is an exciting card. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. If you don't know it, here you go. You can pause the video and familiarize with yourself with it, because it does some things. This card is absolutely awesome. I'm really, really happy to pull one of these because I want all the copies. All right, Shifting Woodland. That is huge for us. That's a beautiful card. And then a Wrath of the Skies in the retro frame. Really interesting board wipe for energy. I don't think it really requires much to power this and have this be an impactful card. Keep your eye on that one. And then we have a... Oh, what is this madness? What is this? So we have a portrait. We have a rare portrait foil of Shilgengar, Sire of Famine. Demon crazy guy. That's neat. I'm going to throw it up there. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but and I remember reading the card. I actually hadn't seen the portrait art, though, so that's pretty sweet. Very excited about that Shifting Woodland, though. So technically our current mythic count is 7, 8, 9, counting the 2 special guests plus the commander cards, but only 4 from the base set. 4 from the base set. Okay, interesting. Eldrazi Repurposer, Snapping Void Craw, Petrifying Meddler, Malevolent Rumble, Quest for the Necropolis, Propagator Drone, Bogart Trawler. This card is cool, right? Enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. So it's a Bojuka Bog on a stick, or you can just have it enter as a land. All right, next cool looking swamp. A little swamp. Snow-covered waste. All right, so snow-covered waste. So that's interesting to have it where the retro frames are. So this is a non-foil snow-covered waste, but it's the full art. And then we have an Unholy Heat. Retro frame foil Unholy Heat. All right. Mythic. What do we got going on here? Birthing Ritual. So a pack foil Birthing Ritual. Another card that people are really excited about. We'll see. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I wasn't around for Birthing Pod 1.0, and I guess there's been a bunch of versions or variations since then. But a card that people are excited about. I'm interested to see what it does. Birthing Ritual. Neat. All right. Mutilated Cultist. This is going to be our commander card. Roshin Roaring Prophet as the full art. Then a Winter Moon. Hey, that seems like an interesting pull, huh? This is an intriguing card as well. Good old Winter Moon. And, oh, there we go. Polluted Deltas. We stay hot with pulling Polluted Deltas, huh? So that is a beautiful full art. I think this is the extended art. Extended art foil Polluted Delta. We've yet to see a retro frame, but we accept Polluted Deltas. That is a form of currency with us. Absolutely. So that does bring us up also to 4 fetch lands. And I wasn't really sure what to make of the fetch land count in these boxes. Some people were saying they were going to have 7 in them. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really a believer, but I might be very wrong on that. It really might be like a 6 to 8 fetch land per box for collector box. All right, we have 3 packs left. I'm really, really happy with some of these pulls here. All right, so we've got Infernal Captor, Inspired Inventor, Dream Drinker Vampire, Sage of the Unknowable, Titan's Vanguard, Copy Crook, I am not a crook, Victimize again, Land is an Island. You know what, we haven't pulled any Eldrazi. How about one of those? Let's see one of those. Sling Gang Lieutenant again. This time Aether Spike in the retro frame foil. That's pretty cool. All right, pack foil rare is a 6. Oh, hey, 6. Interesting card. Really interesting card. So there's a pack foil 6. Really good rare, I think. And okay, so we hit the trifecta of Oma, Queen of Vesuva. That is a lot of Well, that is a lot of Commander Mythics of the same Commander Mythic. I hope that's not a pattern. I could get burnt out on that pretty quick. Crabomination. Yep, that's a real card. And a Shadow of the Second Sun is the retro frame. This is a Mythic. Really don't know what to make of this card. Interesting. And then we have a, ooh, hey, how about that? A borderless foil Flare of Cultivation. That looks really good. That looks really good. Hello. I was hoping to pull either that or Flare of Denial. So that's really, really, I'm not upset about that. Okay. Nice Flare of Cultivation. Beautiful. All right, 2 packs left. Interesting first box. Here we go. 2 packs left. Raven Charm, Cyclops Superconductor, Airy Auxiliary, Unfathomable Truths, Marionette Apprentice, Consuming Corruption, Strength of the Harvest, +1/+1 for each creature and or enchantment you control. Hello. It's a heck of an aura. And that is a modal card, so its backside is going to be a land. Now we hit the plains. A Cursed Marauder in the retro frame. Retro frame foil, Monstrous Vortex. Beautiful, lovely art. And coloring on that looks really good in that retro frame foil. Pack foil, oh, there we go. Nice, another medallion. So we hit a Sapphire medallion this time as a pack foil rare. Really interesting, actually. I wasn't really sure like if it was just going to be medallions galore, like just getting them left and right. Apparently not. Stone Idol Conductor is our commander card. Okay, well, or so that is a Frame Break Pearl medallion. This is a non-foil. Any of these that I get in foil, I feel like I have to hang on to. They're just so gorgeous. They're just so good looking. Love to see it. Then we have a 6 in the retro frame. That's kind of cool. Retro frame 6, non-foil. And we conclude with a Spy Master's Vault. Interesting card. So a borderless looks or extended art, borderless, I don't know. Spy Master's Vault in the foil. Interesting cycle of cards. Interesting cycle of cards. Really happy with the Shifting Woodland there. All right, last pack of this first box, and then we can just do a quick debrief and we'll wrap it up. I know this has been a really long video, but tends to be the case when I open my first collector box of any new product. All right, Molten Gatekeeper, Solstice Zealot, Aether Spike, Dross Claw, Guardian of the Forgotten, Wumpus Aberration, quite the callback, Depth Defiler, Forest, Victimize in the retro frame, It That Heralds the End as a retro frame foil out of this set, uncommon. That's kind of cool. That colorless retro frame foil looks really interesting because it's not white, right? Interesting. Flare of Malice. We did get another Flare. This is the Black Flare, and I wasn't keen on it at first, but upon reread, I was like, oh, this card's actually probably really good, isn't it? Flare of Malice. Ulamog's Dreadsire as the commander card. That's just a regular. That's not like an extended art or anything. Interesting. Dreamtide Whale as the extended art. Flare of Duplication. Love this flare, and I love that frame break. That looks super cool. Beautiful. All right, nice. And we conclude with a Primal Prayers in the retro frame foil. A card I am also quite high on and really, really happy to pull a copy of. So that's cool. Okay, so interesting. So 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 mythics. However, 3 of them were Commander Mythics, and they were all the same one. It was I am loaded up on Omo, Queen of Vesuvas forever. Got a Textured Foil Solitude and a Retro Frame Foil Grief. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 fetch lands and a Shifting Woodland just that I put in that pile, and a ton of other really cool stuff over here. And again, who knows what's going to be what? We're not talking about pricing or anything, but it's interesting. That borderless foil Flare of Cultivation feels like a hit. 2 of the borderless medallions, non-foil. 1 regular medallion, pack foil medallion for the Sapphire medallion. Overall, interesting box. I don't think it was a home run, but I definitely don't think like I don't think I got crushed either. Like this feels like a middle of the road box, and who knows? This is box number 1. My opinion may change. I mean, if these are super, super rare, then this box goes way up. If these are like a textured foil per box sort of experience, then it's, you know, it's good, but not incredible. So anyways, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me, and by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.